little dark, aren't we?
Yeah.
Are we live?
We're live.
Woohoo!
Hey guys! Don't know if anybody's here yet. We'll give it a few minutes.
Yeah, give it just a second.
We're a little bit late for 1 o'clock getting on here, but here we are.
Yeah, because mainly we go through this whole thing every time where we can't remember how to find this. It's really dark. Is it the blonde? Is that?
Maybe.
Does that help?
A little bit.
Okay. You can move that light around, I guess. If that helps. And you put it down on the bottom. I think we did that last time.
Okay.
No.
Yeah, it's all right.
I wonder if this was a good time.
I don't know.
We'll just
Hold
hide
it
that.
up on there, make sure we'll hide what?
Show or hide. Just hide that. I don't know what that is. Need to go hang on. Phone charger. Yep. Just nobody's there.
Okay.
You don't know until you start trying what's the best time.
Yeah.
One may be too close to church time and lunchtime on Sundays.
I'm going to bring up the questions.
Yeah, I got them. They're right there.
Okay.
Okay. I thought it would just be a bad time to choose to live stream.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Asia Sierra's here. Hey, Asia. We're just waiting for somebody to join us. What are you up to today? Turn that down. Say hey to her.
Like you?
Mm-hmm. Hey, y'all, hey. That sounds like a good plan. Joel's been working, like, getting up at, he's been getting to work by at least 5 a.m. every morning and working almost the entire day until like 10 or 11 p.m. So neither one of us have been sleeping like our normal schedule.
Yep.
Like the normal amount of hours we normally sleep. So taking a nap sounds like a really good,
Yeah.
really good plan. What? How hot is it down there in Miami? It's like 100 degrees right here. Sorry. Yeah, the restaurant opened Thursday. So, you know, just being a grand opening.
Gotta be there.
Gotta be there.
Gotta get some leaders trained.
Yep. It'll slow down in a couple of months.
Yeah.
I think that's coming okay. Yeah, I hear you. Yeah, we need to record some stuff too, but it's probably not going to happen today. Hey, Angel! You want to start talking a little bit?
Sure. But me?
Yeah.
Talking about what?
All right, so you know this is like a tag that we got tagged by Rene, and it's a My First Jobs tag, and we decided to do it as a live stream because for us to both tell the answers, it would have been a really long video, and it's just easier to record really long ones as a live stream than to actually go through the whole editing thing.
Yeah.
I don't know how hot it is, but it's hot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's hot everywhere.
Well, maybe not as hot as it is here and there.
Yeah.
If it's hot here, it's going to be even hotter there. So.
Yep.
Yeah. So I was thinking, if it's 100 here. Anyway, so we're supposed to be doing our first jobs tag. We were tagged by Rene. If you are not subscribed, which I know that. How many we got here? 4. If you are not tagged, if you are not subscribed to Rene, please go subscribe and watch some of her videos because she's got enough subscribers to monetize. She does not have enough watch hours, so she needs people watching her videos.
Go play that playlist.
Yes. Yes, editing does take forever. And the longer the video, the worse it is. So that's why we're like, just do it as a live stream, and then I don't have to worry about editing anything.
There you go.
So, anyway, so, yeah, so go check out Rene if you have not already. We also wanted to do a couple of shout outs for some channels that are really close to monetizing. And it's kind of funny because 2 of the people who we're going to shout out are like the 2 people who are in our chat right now. And so, hey, y'all go check out each other's channel. But the truth is, I already know you know each other. But anyway, let's do that. Our shout outs. We're going to just Frugal Me. He has enough subscribers. He does not have enough watch hours, but he is going to give you all the content that's like stimulus check updates, but he also has budgeting things. Like he did one about how he lives frugally in his home, what he does to live frugally at home the other day. Really liked that video. Another one is Cierra.
Yep.
If you like the spirit hands. Oh, there we go. If you like the cash envelope stuffing videos and saving challenge type of videos, go check her out. She doesn't have her 1,000 subscribers yet, but she's getting close. So let's go help her out. My real life budget is so close, like 43. 43 subscribers, at least last I saw. So go subscribe to My Real Life Budget. And her channel name is like completely explains what her channel is about. She's very open and honest about her budget, like how it's changed over the years. And so if you want somebody who's real, like shows a real, that's your girl. How Debbie Saves is a lot like our channel in the grocery haul and recipe videos side. So go check out How Debbie Saves. And also I want to shout Jan from New York City. Jan from New York City Saves Money, or NYC Saves Money. Because if you are really trying to figure out some way to cut your budget even further, she's got a lot of like repurposing videos on how to use things you already have to stretch your dollars a little bit further. So, and How Debbie Saves and Jan from New York City are getting pretty close to 1,000 subscribers. So if y'all could go help them out as well.
Yep.
Spirit fingers. I think I heard you say that Tanisha from Fun and Budget Act called it spirit fingers. So I've been saying that ever since, spirit fingers. So it was you that caused me to start saying that. All right, so that was that, and also we have to tag some people in the My First Jobs tag, and 2 of you are right here again. My Real Life Budget and Asia Cierra, and also Rochelle Adamson Budgets are the 3 people that we want to tag. We want to see your answers to these questions. Okay? All right, let's see. My phone's going to go dead. Whew, you guys, we just got back from buying our groceries, and it was 100 degrees outside, so I still feel a little. I keep moving my hair because it's hot. All right, let's see. Let's start with our questions, okay? First question: how old were you when you got your first job? Do you want to go first on these, or you want me to go first?
You can go first. Go ahead.
I was 17. My first year, my senior year of high school, I really had turned 17 and then immediately got that job. So from 17 through 2 years of college, I worked in my first job. So that was 17 was when I got it.
Okay. I was, let's see, 19. Yeah, it was 1987. Yeah, I was 1987.
No, when was 1987?
Yeah, I don't remember 1987. That's been so long ago. When I got my first
Telling
job.
how old we are.
Yeah, I was 19 at the time.
Yeah.
I mean 20. 20 at the time. Look, it's been a long weekend, guys.
It had.
Yeah.
He worked. How many hours did you work?
For the last pay period, which is 2 weeks, I worked 145 hours.
Yeah. So
most of that was this past weekend.
Yeah. So y'all give him a little break if he says things like, "I don't know how old I was in 1987."
Yeah.
Okay. The second question was, what was your first job? Mine was a waitress in a pizza restaurant.
Yep. And I was a stripper. It was my first job.
Yep.
And that's true. That's a true statement.
Do you see what Asia said? That's when she was born.
Oh, my word.
87, girl.
Thanks for making me feel old.
I was still in high school, so at least there's that. Oh, I wasn't even in high school. Yeah, I was in high school in 87, yeah. But, let's see. Yeah. Yeah, so waitress, he was a stripper. Do you want to explain that for the
Yeah, I can
background?
explain that a little bit. Actually, I worked for a newspaper in their production area, and yeah, yeah. I worked
He's
for
about
a
to explain
newspaper
it.
in their production area, and we actually, when the pay stub people actually did the pay stub of the newspaper pages, they would send them to us. We would photograph them, send them through, develop them, and then take them into the film area to kind of mark in all the holes so they didn't show up as black spots on the paper. So anything that had like a see-through, we opaqued that out so that you wouldn't have black spots that would show up on the page, on the printed page. And so that's what a stripper was. We also stripped in the photos, manually stripped in the photos and things like that. And so that's why it was called a stripper. It actually was called a stripper.
So I hate to ruin it for as funny as that is. He didn't actually do that. He wasn't a stripper.
Yeah.
He was a stripper, but he wasn't a stripper.
Yeah. So anyway, yeah. So that's what it was.
Yeah. So, all right. So, did you enjoy this job?
Did you?
I did. I'm a people person. I liked waiting on tables. I liked helping the customers. I just have that personality where,
Although I
did it for 3 years.
I can boogie down if I need to.
Yeah, if you follow us on Instagram, you'll see Joel's shower concert series. Go see what his song was this morning. You got us good with that one. Yeah. Yeah, he likes to tell that he was a stripper. And it's funny. So, considering he was a minister for a while, to think he was a stripper even for 2 seconds is just hilarious. Let's see. So, I said that I did enjoy my job.
Yeah, I did too. It was pretty interesting to see the back end of how you actually make a newspaper. It was interesting to find out how that was done. But it was pretty interesting to work in that area, to watch it, to be a part of seeing them being made, being printed. So, yeah, I really enjoyed it. My first few days, I didn't do a whole lot of that. I just sat and we had somebody they called me in part-time just to sit and catch papers as they came off the press and hand them to the guy that was straightening them. And so that's what I did the first night for the first day for about 12 hours while they were printing the paper, and then they did a cookbook every year, and that was the week they were doing the cookbook, so they needed some extra help. So I just came in and kind of helped them a little bit like that, and it turned into a couple of years working there. So, part-time job turned into full-time, and stayed there for a little while. I really enjoyed it. Yeah.
Yep. Let me see. Look at the comments. Okay. What was your most memorable moment in this job? My pizza restaurant was in a very small town. Like, the restaurant choices there was like, okay, I'm going to name them all. And if you are familiar with any of these restaurants, you just tell me. There was a few like fish places or something like that, but the other places was awards. And is there anything else back then in the 90s in that town?
I don't know.
And then the Pizza Inn, and there may have been something else there was a few little burger joints, but there wasn't a huge competition. So when it was Halloween and when it was Christmas parade night, those were probably the most memorable nights, because we could, there would be a line all the way out of the restaurant with kids in costumes and things like that, and it was a lot of fun because it made the night go really fast. I always enjoyed those nights.
Yeah. My most memorable moment from that job was the first time I actually got to run the press, the printing press. There were several units to that, and it's pretty detailed job, but taking care of all the ink and stuff like that. But that was the most memorable. Was the first time I got to run the press by myself. The shift supervisor called out. I mean, the press supervisor called out, and his assistant called out, and so I was third in line to do that. So I had to step in and do it. And so we did it. We got the paper out on time, and it looked pretty good. So we're proud of that.
Let's see. What was your worst memory in this job? I'm going to tell you, so this is going to make y'all mad. Y'all wait here. I found out that the reason why my boss never tried to promote me was because I was a little girl. Like I'm little, tiny, like at the time I weighed about 100 pounds, and I'm only 5'1", and he said that I was too little, that no one would ever respect me. So, so that made me kind of mad. I had worked there for over 2 years and knew more about what I was doing than a lot of the managers, and he wouldn't promote me to even like a shift leader because he didn't think that anyone would respect somebody that was little. So.
All right. My worst memory in my job was the night we stayed till 3 o'clock in the morning. We were a little small town newspaper. We probably printed about 10 to 15,000 papers a day. And so they were trying to get some bigger contracts. Our press wasn't set up to do 4-color pictures and things like that, but we tried to do one. And trying to get that set up was just a long, drawn-out process. And we went in at 7 o'clock that morning, and we didn't get off until probably 3 or 4 the next morning, and still didn't get it figured out at that point. So that was probably the worst. The worst memory for that job for me.
Yep. Okay. Let's see. Most embarrassing moment. For me, it wasn't about work specific. There was a guy that was working there that hit on me, and I turned him down. And then he told everybody that worked there that that I hit on him and that he turned me down. It was a little embarrassing till I realized that no one believed him. So,
yeah.
It's like,
yeah, my current work, yeah.
Yeah.
That's right.
Absolutely. Yes, his current work schedule is a lot like that.
It'll dial back a little bit though, and I'll be back to working my regular 50 to 55 hours a week. So
they just have to train some more leaders. So
it's all right though. We're making it rain though.
That's right. Yeah, the overtime is nice. All right. Anyway, so I said my most embarrassing moment.
Oh, yeah, and mine was we did do some color, not full color, but we did do some color in our pages on some days, and the ad department would bring us these pages, and we'd have to either drop something out of the background or drop some color in there. And so one of the advertising ladies brought me a page and said, "This is what I want you to do. I just need you to drop some color in on this." And so I would take my little X-Acto knife and go around the different areas that she wanted color in, and I could burn a plate and we could drop some color in there. And so, but what she really meant was she needed the background also taken out. There were some lines in there that she wanted taken out. Well, she didn't communicate that, and so I just dropped the color in. We ran the paper that day. And she came back and said I did it wrong. And I said, "No, I did it exactly how you told me to do it." And our managing editor at the time, he had written a note, and I just caught wind of it that I had done it wrong. And so I wrote him a note back, saying that this is exactly what she had told me to do, and I went and put it on his desk because he was already gone for the day. I went and put it on his desk, and the next morning there was a note to my boss saying that he needed to come see me. He needed to come see the managing editor, and that was pretty embarrassing because I kind of put him in a bad spot. But you know, I take pride in my work, so I did exactly what they told me to do, and it was just wasn't right because it wasn't communicated correctly. So anyway, that was my most embarrassing moment in that job.
Oh, and I don't know how this hasn't come up in any of our questions, but Rene said in her video about old men coming in and hitting on her, and I just want her to know when she watches this live stream replay, probably because I don't think she's on here. We had a man that would come in every afternoon about 2 or 3 o'clock in the afternoon, and we called him Mr. Coffee because that's all he ordered in a pizza restaurant. But he would come in with his shirt unbuttoned down to here, and
all the way down to his navel. She couldn't see where she was pointing.
Yeah, all the way down here.
So about his navel.
But, yeah, and he was probably about, I don't know, 60-something or whatever, but he would hit on us every time. And so when she was telling that, I thought of Mr. Coffee. I'm not sure. So anyway, let's see. Was this your dream job?
We didn't do funniest memory.
Oh, no. I thought that's what we just did.
No, I did most embarrassing moment. Is that your funniest memory was Mr. Coffee?
I don't know.
My most embarrassing
I was
moment
going
was
to say that it was for Halloween. We got to dress as someone else, and I dressed as Elvira. You gotta remember, I used to be a little tiny thing. Anyway, kind of like Elvira, but anyway, none of the customers who I had worked there for 3 years, so they all knew me by name. Like if I was in public, people would be like, "Hey, Christy, the waitress!" Like they just knew because small town. And I wouldn't have the foggiest clue who they were. But so none of them recognized me, and it was kind of funny because But that's probably. I mean, and then maybe Mr. Coffee might have been funny too. He thought he was sexy. Yes, he did. He thought he was sexy. He had like maybe a gold chain that he would have that would come down to about there, and yeah, he thought he was special. So I don't know.
Funniest memory for me, huh? Wow, it's been so long ago. Funniest memory. Did you do that one?
I just did that.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Oh, I know what. You should tell them about the chocolate cake. Oh, you don't think that's funny, though?
Well, I can laugh about it now.
Okay.
This guy, he was one of the paper carriers, and he would come in and talk to us in the mornings before we printed the papers. He had to go out and deliver them. But he was a cook in the Army, and so after he retired, he would come in. He started delivering the papers. He would come in and he'd make us stuff and bring it. And so this one day he brought this chocolate cake. I mean, it was chocolate icing, chocolate cake all the way through, and he brought it in. He said, "Go ahead and cut you a piece and taste it." I said, "Okay." And so I cut a piece and I was tasting it. It tasted pretty good. And he said, it was really, really moist. And he said, "That cake's really moist, isn't it?" I said, "Yeah." He said, "You know how I get it that way?" I said, "No, not really." He said, "Mayonnaise." I really have an aversion to mayonnaise.
The thought of mayonnaise, because he ate it and he didn't have a problem until he knew he ate it.
But it makes me physically ill.
The thought of it.
The thought of it makes me physically ill. Now, he had already, I guess, really couldn't taste it in a chocolate cake, but just the fact that he made a cake with mayonnaise and I ate it was, So anyway, I can laugh about it now. Yeah, exactly.
What about the guy with the sweatpants you used to tell me about?
Oh Lord, I don't even remember that guy.
He would wear the sweatpants Normal.
That was at a different job.
Oh, but it was
later,
still a newspaper.
But it was still a newspaper.
Yeah,
I took a job as a press foreman at another newspaper in North Mississippi, and this guy was one of our paper carriers. He would come in every night. We printed 7 days a week up there for different people, but he would come in. He was one of the delivery guys for one of the papers we printed, and he would come in with his sweatsuit on, like 2 or 3 days in a row. And then the next couple of days, he'd come in with it inside out. And
same pair.
Same pair. And I said, I didn't know it was the same pair at the time, but I said, hey, dude, what's up with that? Why are you wearing your sweatpants inside out? He said, oh, it's the same one I've been wearing all week. I just get a couple more wears out of it if I turn it inside out. I'm like, dude, no.
No. That's not how that works.
I didn't need to hear that. So yeah, it's pretty funny.
So that was that the
funniest memory?
Mm-hmm. Okay. So the next question is, was this your dream job? No, I mean, I was just happy to get one in high school, because I needed money, so. So that was an option.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I do love that job. Like, the idea of that job, I like customer service and helping people, but that was definitely not what I was like. I wasn't like, oh, I want to do this for the rest of my life. That wasn't a dream job. So.
Yeah.
I don't think I knew what a dream job was back then because I had no direction at all at 17, but.
No, I'm cracking up over there.
Pants.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, for me, was this your dream job? No, not really. I mean, I liked doing it. I could have done it for a while, but the technology changed, and not while I was there, but through the years, technology has changed on how they print papers now. I think they now go straight from the computer to the printing press, and most of the job that I did at that point has been eliminated pretty much. So,
fun fact, I worked for a paper company too for a little while. This is not how Joel and I met. Y'all go back to the previous live stream if you want to that one. But we did work for competing newspapers, and I was a paste up artist, and neither one of us, those jobs have been eliminated because of computers.
Yep.
So it wouldn't have mattered if it was a dream job. We'd have had to change our skills somehow.
Yeah.
So
unless they make robots that can fry chicken, good to go.
Yeah, that's right. He found a job he has job security with. Yeah. So let's see. Why did you leave this job, or are you still in this job? I left the job when Joel and I got married. We moved to from where I was living and where he was living. We lived an hour apart, kind of 45 minutes. Anyway, that's why I said where I was living, where he was living. Anyway, so we got married and moved to New Orleans, and so I had to quit my job for that. So.
Yep. For me, I knew I was going into the ministry and I was going to have to go back to school, so I did. That's why I left that job. And so, yeah.
Yeah. All right, so the last one. If you could work there again, would you? If you are still there, do you enjoy it? Not still there. So, and he's not still there, so that's an irrelevant second question. The first part of that is, if you could work there again, would you? I don't know. I have been back to that restaurant some over the years because, I mean, that was 28 years ago. And it's not like it was then. There was a lot of pride in that pizza chain restaurant company that has kind of died over the years, and you can tell because the chains are disappearing all over the country. So, I mean, it may be completely gone before long. I don't know how many is left at this point. But the particular one I worked before, we've gone back to several times, and it's just not the same.
Mm-hmm.
Is that the quality has gone down, the customer service has gone down. So I don't know if I would want to work there just because it's so different.
Yeah, and with the invention of the interwebs and the information superhighway, you can get your news online. Most of your news online now. So newspapers are kind of a dying breed, and so most of them are going to digital editions now. Anyway, some of them still do print, but so I probably would not go back there and work again. I tried to a couple times back when they were still doing it the way that I knew that they were doing it, but other than that, I probably wouldn't go back.
Yep. I think that he's pretty happy with where he is.
Oh yeah, absolutely, very happy. Yeah.
Yeah. No, what is it? No regrets.
No regrets.
I hope you need a Snickers bar.
Yeah.
So that's all the questions that was in the tag.
Yep.
So.
Oh, and don't forget to give us a thumbs up.
That's right. Whoop. Thumbs up. Oh, that's weird. I can hear myself laughing. Okay, and I want to thank both of my Real Life Budget and Asia Sierra for shouting us out this week. Thank you. You guys are awesome. And I think you're the only two who came to my live, so. Oh, look, we got 5 now.
Woohoo!
I'm glad. I'm glad you enjoyed it. So, let's see what we have coming up. We have, obviously, grocery hauls and recipe of the week videos.
Yep.
So make sure you are always checking out those grocery hauls so that you can vote on your favorite one, the one that you want to see us make. In a couple of weeks, we're going to do a video from when we went to the Magic Kingdom for our anniversary.
We went last weekend.
Yep, and we're just going to tell you how we felt, like if we felt safe and if we thought there was any pros and cons and stuff like that, from being there, but we recorded some. So. Yeah. Thank you. Asia and Angel are so sweet.
I see that.
Thank you guys for joining us. I don't know. And be sure when you do your video that we tagged you on that you let us know so that we will make sure that we can share it.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. I think that's all for today. Yeah.
Cool.
Good. All right.
All right.
That's all for today. For the Long Run with Joel and Christy, I'm Joel.
And I'm Christy.
And we will see you next time.
Bye.